it's Lauren. Welcome back to my channel, the best place for how-to DIYs and information on all things lifestyle, but mainly fitness, hair, and travel. If you haven't already, remember to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any juicy content. In this video, I will be addressing why you should not use box hair dye for your DIY at home hair color. Okay, so let's dive in. Box hair dye. Why is it so bad? Well, personally, I think the number one reason is purely because people look at the box and the picture on it and expect that, oh, that's exactly what my hair is gonna look like. And that is not true. It is definitely 90% of the time not going to look like what that box is showing you. Box hair dye is like a one size fits all. It's like, here, we're gonna give you this, and it doesn't matter if you have my color hair, you have purple hair, you have blue hair, you have brown hair, blonde hair, or whatever. This box is going to get you to that picture. And that is just not true. There is so much science involved in actually dyeing your hair. That is why like hairdressers have to go to hairdressing college or cosmetology. I'm pretty sure that's what you guys call it in the US. But to learn how to actually color hair, you need to go to school. You need to learn the science behind it. Now, if that is something that you would like to do because you want to do DIY hair colors at home and you want to understand just a little bit more about the science behind coloring your own hair, choosing the right colors, choosing the right bleach, the right developer. If you want to learn more about this, please hit that little subscribe button and that notification bell, because my next video is going to be all about color. Okay, so let's jump back to box hair dye. Unnecessary ingredients can cause damage. In box hair dye, the volume ranges from 20 volt to 40 volt. Have the maximum amount of pigment and ammonia in them, so it can work on most people. But this might be too much for someone. This might be too much for someone that has damaged, brittle hair, which is actually just going to cause more damage and breakage. Now look, there is amino-free box dye available, but trust me, the best amino-free color is in the salons. Now, a box hair dye, the developer ranges from 20 volt, 40 volt, and if you are constantly putting that box hair dye on your hair, coating your hair shaft with a higher peroxide than you need, this is going to be long-term damaging. Now, all box hair dye is one standard color, so you're going to end up with a flat, boring color. There is going to be no dimension into it, no texture whatsoever, and then depending on what you are actually already dyeing over, you might end up with patchiness or different shades in different areas, especially if you had pre-colored and you have your roots that have grown out. You're going to end up with two totally different colors. Now, the worst is box dye bleach. In my opinion, it is definitely the worst. Lightening your hair at home yourself is probably one of the most stressful, damaging, and risky things that you could ever do. Like, how many of you, I would love to know how many of you, please comment below, have gone to the site, has gone to the grocery store and grabbed a box hair dye that is blonde, and you're like, you know, dark, you're dark hair. You've got brown hair or you got black hair, you're dark, okay? You've grabbed the box hair dye and you're like, yes, I want that blonde color right there. And you whack it on your hair thinking that it's going to lift to that picture, and you've ended up with orange. Your hair is just orange. It is just flaming orange. Who here has done that? Comment below. I would love to hear it. Which loops back to my other reason why box hair dye is bad. People buy box hair dye to save money, yet they usually put it on. It doesn't end up like they wanted it, especially if you're going lighter and you end up with orange hair. And then you have to go to the salon and they have to color correct. Don't know why I'm quoting, but they have to color correct what you've already done, which actually ends up costing more than you just going there in the first place and going, hey, could you do this? Or learning the science, the proper science behind color and what it takes to actually get to your desired result. Like I said, my next hair video is going to be all about hair color and understanding the basics of the science behind it, so you can kind of work out in your head, is this achievable for me? It also will help you out to maybe be able to communicate what you want to your hairstylist, or even be able to go to a wholesaler, which this is where you should get your color from from if you were going to DIY color your hair at home. You should find a wholesaler. Now, I always use 𝐉𝐻𝐾 in Australia. I now use Sally's in the US. So this is going to be a beauty shop that they have your developer and they have your semi and your permanent cream. They also have your toners. They have everything that you would need to do it yourself without buying a box hair dye. You can even talk to the people there and ask them for their advice, and they are more than willing to help you out. Now, I prefer to use plant-based products, and I have yet to found one that actually performs. I've tried a few. The color pretty much washed down the drain. So if you guys had any recommendations or knew of any plant-based color, please comment below. Let me know so I can try it out. So I hope that kind of explains to you why I say hell no to a box hair dye, and I really hope that this kind of allows you to reevaluate what you're going to do if you are thinking of doing your own hair or coloring your own hair at home. Also, remember to hit that bell because I will be putting out that video all about color and the science behind it, and pretty much just the pure basics, so you can understand just a little bit more about what you need to do or how you need to do it, or how what you need to take to get to this step. It kind of makes sense. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? I think you know what I mean. But that video will be out in my next hair video. Now, if you did like this one, please give it a thumbs up, show your support, comment below. I would love your feedback, and remember to subscribe because it really does support me, and I would love to hang out with you some more. All right, guys, I will see you next time. Bye. I haven't prescribed yet. Is it me you're looking for?